And reigns from Akron, Ohio, the red line of the auction business, Conky's Flippin' Adventures. Conky. Oh, man.
Hey.
All right, this man needs no introduction, but they're paying me to do this, so the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. What the Hale's Jeremy! Dun, dun.
I'm here. Look at that. It's real. It's not just the word.
And from out west, Sandusky, Lorain, Ohio, some people call him Guapo with a capital G. What up? What up?
Ah.
Humbug. How we doing, everybody? How we doing, Conky?
So far, so good.
Oh my gosh. So much craziness as always. And I even forgot. Hold on.
What'd you forget?
There it is. The on-air sign. You hear that, kid?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Hello, everybody. How are we doing tonight? Welcome. Thank you for joining Auctions Anonymous with What the Hales. He should be here, hopefully, momentarily. We got Conky's Flippin' Adventures over here with Lee.
Hey, that's me.
Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. You got the Auctioneer Extraordinaire Second Sense Auctions. Some great auctions coming up. And somewhere lost out there, the legend of storage, Guapo.
What will he be eating when he joins us tonight?
What will he be eating? Onion soup, I'm going with.
I think French onion soup, yeah.
I figured if you go French onion, you got like a 90% chance of getting it right.
Yeah.
So, and man, I just hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful day. I was a few minutes late. It is my invisible daughter's 16th birthday. Well, actually, tomorrow's the birthday. We had the family over today, and then the friends tomorrow, Conky.
Oh, wow.
You remember those days?
Tomorrow?
What's that?
Nothing.
You remember
what kind
those
of cakes you're feeding us?
Yeah. Well, luckily, these kids I don't got to worry about. They're all the theater kids, man. They're not getting in much trouble. I can tell you that. My daughter played Dungeons and Dragons today. Okay.
So basically, you're saying she's a nerd like us.
Yeah. She's a nerd. But man, this light's just trying to get it fixed there, but let's see. I'm gonna try to change the setting here. I like that. That's a little bit better.
Is that better?
So, crazy week. And man, yesterday was a video I had put out that I bought this house out for $950. I got some cool vintage toys, Conky.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
So now you got my interest.
All this stuff, like right from my childhood. But there was Thundercats, Silverhawks, superhero stuff, comic books.
Wow.
I even found some of the Ghostbusters I got for Hale.
Nice.
And then still got that truck for you. I got somewhere up in my on the top shelves of my building now. So, and I got a cool. I thought I was gonna get him some of that stuff in this toy auction, but toy comic book auction is gonna already be $600-700 lots, Conky.
Wow. It's just too many lots, isn't it?
It's just you can only go so it's how many lots you want to do. So this week, I don't know where to start. It's been crazy, but yeah, I had I've been working on finishing cleaning out the house that I bought that $950 worth of stuff. The video came out yesterday. Well, it's kind of a weird situation, Conky.
Mm-hmm.
First off, Jeff called me up. This is last Sunday. Was it last Sunday? Or 2 Sundays ago? I don't even remember now.
It runs together, doesn't it?
Yeah. Whenever I went to that storage auction, it was that Sunday. And I got to talk about that today, too.
I think that's been a couple weeks now.
So I say 2 Sundays ago.
Yeah.
So long story short, I go out to the storage unit. I was going to breakfast. Jeff goes, hey, this lady has this house, wants to sell everything in the house. She's got a comic guy coming over at 11 o'clock. Can you get out here? I'm like, dude, I'm about to go to breakfast. And then this is like 45 minutes from my house. And it's the opposite way. And the auction's 45 minutes from my house, the opposite way.
Oh, so hour and a half is what you're saying.
Right. You do the math. There's like no way I'm going to be able to I would skip breakfast, go out there, and then make it back. There's no way. So Jeff sends me some pictures. He offered her 500. She wants 1,000. I said, just do the deal because I can't see the stuff. Please just, and I don't want to miss out on stuff. The stuff that I could see, he took pictures of. I saw there were some vintage toys like Thundercats and stuff. There was he took like one picture of the comic books. So he did the deal, and man, it's crazy when you buy a place. And I go there, and first I'm like, oh, man, I think I might have spent too much money. Then you start going through the stuff. And then, I found like all these video games and things like that. And then the one Silverhawk thing in the package, it's like one of the rarest Silverhawk. I couldn't even find that guy in the package.
Yeah, I think you were showing us
last week.
Yeah.
That guy loose can go up to like $600, Conky.
Wow.
And he's in the package. Mint condition. The package is partially open. The blister pack is not 100% on, but wow. And that's just kind of things to find that guy. I mean, it's such a rare figure, and to find him on a blister pack just sitting in a house, and it wasn't packed full of stuff, but it just happened to be one of the things. The only downfall of the whole buyout was a lady cleans out houses and things like that. She threw out all the stuff that she thought was not worth anything. And she's pretty good. She put a lot of stuff aside, but I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, man, I bet you this part for this toy was thrown out.
Yeah.
Because they're probably like, oh, what's this little piece of plastic?
Yeah.
Me, I would have been like, oh, that's for the 1984 Thundercat, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. It's the piece that's always missing.
Right.
You can get
$500
for it. Yeah. But that's why this stuff's worth so much money, because most people don't know.
But so that same day, I go to the live storage unit auction with my son. And I bought a trailer, a landscaping trailer, for $500. And I didn't realize it when I bought it, but like, where the part you like screwed out.
Oh yeah, the jack stand thing.
Jack stand. Well, somehow that fell bent, and it like bent the frame, the metal frame a little bit. Was bent. So I'm like, oh, that's not good. Long story short, though, bought it for $500. I cleaned the garbage cans and debris off of it, and sold it for $1,000.
Wow. It's not hard to sell a landscaping trailer this time of year for $1,000.
No, I know I could have got more, ladies and gentlemen, but I did absolutely no work besides cleaning the garbage off and throwing the garbage off away and sweeping it. That's all I did. Yeah. And we put a little bit of air in the one tire, but I didn't put new tires on it. I didn't paint it. And I know I could have, put some new tires on it. I could have painted the whole thing. Probably got $2,000 for it, maybe $1,500. But time, energy, effort. I don't have much time. I got my energy is getting limited. And I put the minimum amount of effort in, and I doubled my money. So yeah, can't go wrong there, right, Conks?
No, I mean, anytime you just double your money for doing like almost nothing, hey, you're my hero.
Life's good, right?
Only better than doubling your money is adding a zero to the end of whatever you paid for it.
True. Speaking of which, that same day I bought a storage unit for $625. And the manager, owner, I don't know. One guy said, oh, he's not the owner. I don't know. The guy sure looked like the owner to me. Long story short, he was bidding against me. I'm like, if he's bidding, there's got to be a reason why he's bidding. And then I found out the guy, his limit was $600. I ended up winning for $625. Man. Such a good unit, Conky. I put out those videos the other week, ladies and gentlemen. the stuff you guys didn't even see. Like I went through all the jewelry. I had no why. I did not go through all the jewelry. I still have. There was a 6-bin thing that was full of jewelry. I didn't go through all that yet. The jewelry I did go through, I think so far I'm up to 14 pieces of gold.
Huh. Wow.
14 pieces of gold. But there was these high-end Barbies. Others, thank you, Jane. It was an amazing unit. And the best part about that, I'm just like, I said this last week, but Hales calls me up like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. He's like, is there any good units coming up? I'm like, why aren't you at the auction today? He's like, there's an auction today? And I'm like, yeah, in Avon. So you didn't show up. Conky didn't show up. Guapo didn't show up.
I didn't know anything about it.
I said, man, I was so happy. It's like, I love to see you guys, but then another token, it costs me money sometimes. And like that unit there, I don't know what would have happened. You never know. Like Jeremy, sometimes it's tough because I don't know if he would have been, wanted that unit or not. It's always tough because it's not our typical unit. It's not like you could see collectibles and things like that. There's a lot of these Tiffany shade lamps that you could see and boxes and, nothing that was sticking out like, oh, crazy collector or anything like that. But it did look nice. And then, Guapo, he's always, I just never know which way he's going to go on a unit. There's units I think he's going to buy, he don't buy, and then units I never thought he would buy, and he's going bidding $500-600 on them.
It's his strategy around us.
Yeah,
completely unpredictable.
He is unpredictable. But yeah, it was an amazing unit. So I got super lucky, and that day, I bought that house for $950, and I got that storage unit, and I got to hang out with my son doing it.
See, it's a win all the way around.
It was a win, win, win.
Yep. Yeah, I've been spending a week trying to finish up that project where I was getting all the gold separated out of those servers that I bought at that one unit. It's probably been 2 years now. Yeah, I bet you it's been over 2 years since I bought that unit, because I think I bought that in February of 2022, I think is when I bought that.
So how much gold do you think?
Got to be at least $1,000 in gold scrap. I've probably already made close to 1,000. Well, no, I've probably done about $1,000 in scrap metal from the actual server towers, the racks. That and the metal from the blade servers and everything. And that doesn't even take into account the copper.
Oh man!
So I'm still trying to figure out the copper, because they have classifications for different mixes of like copper and aluminum, and I've got a high concentration of copper in mine. I think I should get more than what some of the places are offering. So I just got to kind of shop what I have and see who can pay me what I think it's worth.
Yes, Teresa, the lamps will be going up for auction when? I'm not sure yet. The wingnut hat is still around, and I don't know where that's at, but we'll be selling the wingnut hat, I'm assuming. I should just make Jeff wear every episode.
Yeah, not.
He was like talking about being Captain Wingnut, so maybe I can make him Captain Wingnut. At least it's better than Captain Underpants, I guess. And my next auction is this Saturday. We had an auction yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. We actually had one on a Wednesday. Usually don't, but we had the holiday. And we have an auction this Saturday. Lots of great stuff. We even got a car in the auction, a Lincoln.
It's not my Lincoln, is it?
No. It's my business partner's old Lincoln.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice Lincoln. I think it's at $1,100 right now. So that'll be this Saturday. Also, a lot of the tools, some of the gun stuff that came from the pawn shop unit. A lot of that stuff's in the auction coming up on Saturday. And then
pawn shop unit is the one you went to Virginia for, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So we sold all the instruments, but we sold a lot of the tools. But now we're selling a lot of the remaining tools, and we had all kind of like stocks for shotguns, clips for different firearms, all kind of stuff like that.
Okay.
And it's like I said, the auction next Saturday is the high-end auction. If you're in the Swarovski crystal, okay, this gentleman is actually one of my neighbors. He knew my father. Long story, but his wife, her name was Crystal, so he used to buy her crystal for gifts.
Why not, right?
Right. And he bought the Swarovski crystal, and then she joined the club, and they would have these limited edition club member pieces, and he has like a whole list. But long story short, I think we got like 34 pieces of Swarovski crystal, and the pieces are anywhere from $100 to $500 pieces of crystal.
Wow.
And there's some amazing pieces from different animals to figurines and stuff. Some are colored pieces, all with the paperwork, original boxes and stuff. So if you're a crystal collector, you got to check out that auction. That's coming up next Saturday. This Saturday tools everything else. Gail, how you doing, Gail?
So I take it that stuff was expensive to begin with, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The prices on the boxes were like $300 to $500 prices and stuff.
Okay.
And a lot of it's, like I said, very collectible. Thank you so much, Gail. Yeah, I had some great finds. Just like, man, Rob, you've just been on fire. You've been on fire. You've been on fire. And, I buy more units than any person on YouTube that I know. Okay. I just put it out there. There's nobody else that buys more units than I buy. So, I think I do pretty good percentage-wise for the amount of storage units I buy. And I tell people all the time, 90-some% of storage units are garbage. Just garbage.
That's true. And, with 90% of them being garbage and you buying more than anybody else and trying to steer clear of the garbage, I mean, you don't hit the jackpot all the time, but you do pretty damn good.
Right. I might not always hit jackpots, but I'll hit where I'm making money on the unit. And, I win, 90-some% of the time, and there's always some losers. And I put those losers on, and there's people out there that do YouTube. They won't put their losing units out there. I'll put my losing units out there for the simple fact is that it's reality. I don't try to hide anything from you guys. I show you the good, the bad, and everything else. And, the people that always say, oh, this is set up or this or that, and I just laugh because it's like, you guys not watch my channel? You know how many units that I buy? Like, okay. It's just like, and how much stuff I sell. It's just like
it would take you more. How should I put this? You would have to expend more energy to set all that up and go through it than it would be worth.
You know how much it would cost me? That's the part that to go buy all these vintage toys, brand new in the package that cost $200 to $300 a piece. I'm too cheap, ladies and gentlemen.
Here, I'm going to tell you guys a secret. This is a AA exclusive. I have a toy store, and Rob comes to me for toys so that he can stage his units and make it look like he's scoring big.
Yep. Conky's actually the producer for all the shows.
Yeah. I get paid in ice cream.
He gets paid in ice cream. He's the one that came up. Hit that thumbs up.
Yeah, this is all my idea.
Yeah, and that's the goal of my business, more hits and misses, But I tell you what, anything in life almost, it's what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it, okay? And that's like one of my big things when schooling. In my whole life, I was always, if I'm going to go to school, I'm going to go there and try to learn. Because if I'm going to be there, why wouldn't I try to put effort into it to get as much as I can? And I remember people like, oh, this. I'm like, well, I'm going to try to learn. I can learn from anybody and learn something. And I figured that, would help me out. So educating myself in the storage unit game, I buy and sell a lot of stuff. So I have a higher education on what's going to sell, what things are worth value for me personally. And number two is that spending a lot of time looking through all these units, I'm trying to find little things that people are missing, like could be a sign that this could be a great unit. And, sometimes, I always tell you guys a lot of times in the video, I bought the unit because I saw this, and this. It might be good. It might be bad. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Now, Jeremy said he's going to try to get on. He's had a bunch of stuff going on today.
Well, here's the thing with Jeremy. The stuff that's going on that may be the reason why he's not on tonight is something you'll probably see in an upcoming video on his channel. So we won't spoil it for him.
Yeah, we definitely won't spoil it. But chances are he'll probably pop on here.
Yeah, we hope he does. But
yeah, he usually does. He'll probably pop on sometime when he sees Guapo jump on.
Yeah. Or better, he'll pop on at 9:59, then off at 10.
Yeah, so I mean, crazy week. And then of course, daughter's birthday.
Yeah, I remember my daughter's 16th birthday party.
Yeah, well, tomorrow is a real birthday, and that's when the friends are coming.
Okay.
So
the friends in the real cake, huh?
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes, Conky. But they want to go swimming and have a bonfire. So the pool is open. We'll see how warm it is. But, I mean, the temperature today, this morning, was 70 degrees in the pool.
Yeah, it might actually be warmer in the pool than it is in the air outside.
It was this morning. And but today was nice and sunny. I got a new solar cover. And what the Hale says, he's trying to pinch a loaf. You could jump on, Hales. We don't care.
Yeah.
Guapo, I mean, I think he's done it once or twice. He's usually eating while he's on. Jeremy's like this. Hold it. Are you okay there, Jeremy? Do you need something to bite on?
Well, he's got that bathroom with the view of the backyard that is so beautiful.
Like to say, I can't wait for WD Royal Rumble Storage Auction Edition.
Let's go.
Speaking of auctions, and what the Hales, I hope you're listening. Next Saturday, Conky, Painesville.
Oh, really? Okay.
And right now, I think we have 9 and 7 units. We have 16 units. And let me find this here. If I can find it. Oh, here it is. Hold on, full screen, Conky.
What is that? Is that
a 1978 Chrysler Cordova?
I like what they've done to my car.
And this guy was in prison. He's out of prison now, but they already got the title.
What year did you say that was?
78.
Okay.
And here's the best part, Conky.
Oh my God!
Look at those rims. Those rims got to be probably $1,000 a piece.
You know what? If I bought that car, that would be the first thing I'd get rid of. I'd scrap those.
Are you gonna put those right on your Subaru?
No, I would scrap those rims.
You couldn't scrap them, Conky. You would have to sell them.
No, I'd scrap them.
You gotta sell them, Conky.
You couldn't sell those,
huh?
I wouldn't want to be liable for the damage they do when they break and fall off somebody's car. Trust me, I'd scrap them. That is the stupidest thing you can do to a car is modify the wheels.
The best of the people that put the wheels that are way too big on the cars. Now, how does that work with your like mileage and everything?
It throws it off. I mean, but the worst part is it's when you put those big ass wheels on, or the wheels that stick out, that puts so much strain on your suspension that the wheels are eventually going to break off and cause an accident. But people are too stupid to realize that.
Says, I don't collect anymore. Too old. Don't want to dust. I can understand that.
There you go.
Most of the stuff I collect, to be honest with you, is for the sole purpose of reselling it if I need the money or to put my kids through college. So that's why I have a lot of my collection. And then I'm hoping that the kids get scholarships, all that other stuff. I won't need any of the money.
You won't have to sell it.
Yeah, I won't have to sell it. Then I can sell it all and use it for something I want.
There you go. Keep that money in the bank.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd do, Conky.
No, college is a fun thing when you got a kid, because you have conversations like, "Dad, I need $5,000 by Wednesday." You know? but it's Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Tuesday and it's 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah. So yeah, I went through a couple years of that with my kid, and we got her through. You know.
I'm not even. Yeah, I was like, oh, I got her, and then my son will go to college right after, so it's gonna be like, bam, bam. If they go to college, you know, I'm one of those people. I went to college, but a lot of college is waste. You know, my first college, I went to a cooking school, culinary school, so it was more streamlined to learn a trade or however you want to look at it. And then I went to more of a regular college in Florida International, and that college was, you know, a lot with the hospitality management, running hotels and all that other stuff, but the regular kind of college stuff, you know, classes that you have to take, but you're never going to need the stuff in your life.
Yeah.
But I mean, college, once again, what you put into is what you get out of it. And I met millions of people that went to college, millions, but thousands of people went to college, and, you know, a lot of them should have got their money back.
It reminds me of, I don't know how many people know how I got my name Conky, but it's from the Trailer Park Boys. And there's a character on the Trailer Park Boys named Ricky. And Ricky keeps thinking that if he can just get his grade 10, then he'll be smart. I think that's the way college is. People think that when they get through college, they'll be smart, employable, be handed a job, their dream job, no less, and you know, start their happily ever after. And I don't think that it's that way for a lot of people.
Well, just speaking of a person that ran hotels, and for, you know, after I graduated college for 7-8 years, a lot of people graduate college and they would come, you know, and they apply to the hotel business, you know, and they went to college and they think I should be the general manager. And, you know, I was the guy that had explained to him, you don't know anything. You know absolutely nothing. And it's, you know, you gotta learn. It's like, you know, just because you went to school, it's easy to say, oh yeah, I learned this in a book, but real life experience, nothing can top real life experience. There's nothing in the world, you know, okay, you can read in a book, okay, a guest is screaming at you. What you should do is talk calmly to them. Okay. You know, that's all great and dandy till you actually have some dude cussing you out, pointing his finger in your face, calling you everything from everything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's a different situation. It's easy. Oh yeah, it's in a book. That's easy. But yeah, real life experience.
A gun at you.
Right. Let me see in the book here. What do I supposed to do with some drunk girl that's stripping in the bar? I don't think that's in the book, Conky.
But better read fast, because she's not gonna have clothes on for long.
No, you better go. So yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of crazy things, but kids get out of college and think, okay, I went to college, I know everything, I should be the boss. And, you know, I tell people this because in the hotel industry, or the hotel, I worked for Marriott Corporation for years, and then another corporation. And for Marriott, to be a management position, you had to have a college degree. To me, it was dumb, because there was a lot of people that I could not give jobs to that should have been promoted, but they didn't have a college degree, but they worked in that position for 15 years and knew the front and back and everything else about it. But just because they did not have a degree, they could not get that job. And then I would hire some kid out of college for this management job, running whatever it was, restaurant rooms, or, you know, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. So, but it's just like, you know, the person that should have got the job didn't get the job. The most qualified person didn't get the job.
Right.
Because they didn't have a college degree. And that's where my thing was always, I disagreed with things. There's times where it's like, okay, the person, you know, not every job needs a college degree.
A lot of jobs don't need a college degree. Lawyer, doctor, engineer, college degree. Everything else, it's bullshit.
Well, like that. The one thing is, like my buddy used to say, What they call the guy with the lowest GPA and that graduates from med school?
What?
Doctor.
Doctor, yeah.
But just like that, there's that doctor. Some guy out there, he was the he graduated with that C average, you know what I'm saying? He's this doctor. And this guy over here, he's the, just because they're all doctors, they're not all the same either, Just because I know a lot of dumb doctors. That's what I'm trying to say.
Have you ever heard the phrase, the A student works for the B student in the businesses owned by the C student in the buildings with a D student's name on it?
I have not heard that one, but I like it.
That's one of my favorites.
It's funny because it's like, a lot of the people I know that most successful people, their education is limited. But the school of, knowing how to make money is an art.
School of hard knocks is what it is. Yeah, I've never been impressed by a college degree.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I just tell people the degree, the only thing it's going to do is get you in the door. After that, you got to prove yourself. There's a lot of people that had good degrees and then it's like, okay, goodbye. You're fired.
Could it be that the jobs that require a college degree that don't need one are just trying to hire somebody that they know is in debt up to their eyeballs, so they won't be leaving the job soon?
That's a possibility. What the real reason, I'm just letting you know, I mean, the majority of the reason why people want people with a college degree is because it shows that the person did something and accomplished something. Like, everyone has to go to high school, okay?
Right.
And you don't have to graduate high school, but everyone's got to go to high school. You don't have to go to college. And when you're in college, you don't have to, you can be there for, you can graduate, not graduate, you'll go for a month, a year, a semester, So what they figure is if this person, as a young teenager, a young adult, spent 4 years and got a degree, that they should be dependable enough to work in the corporation, and you give them and teach them something, and that they should be able to, one, grasp what they're trying to learn, and two, follow through with it, and be able to stay, at a job or something. If they were stayed in college for 4 years and graduated, or 2 years of schooling or something, they did something extra that they didn't have to do. That's what a general manager told me one time, is why they wanted, because I was like, this is ridiculous. We don't need people with college degrees for these jobs. And that was his point of why the company wanted people with college degrees.
Okay, but
Speaking of college degrees,
there he is.
The School of Hard Knocks.
Speaking of those who got F's in school, they make a career out of YouTube.
So you're that.
What kind of grades did you get, Jeremy?
What kind of grades did I get?
Yeah.
Take a guess.
Well,
I didn't go to school, Conky.
There you go.
I grew up Amish.
At 12 years old, he was building barns, Conky.
There you go.
I was ready to retire at 12. I built so many barns.
He was breeding peacocks.
Now I'm dropping Lincoln logs.
He's building Lincoln logs in his bathroom.
I got high grades. And even in college, I think you guys know, I doubled up 4 years of my undergrad, and I did it in 2 years, and I graduated with highest honors. And I did the same thing with my master's. And I will be the first person that tells you, you don't need college. There are a million ways to make $1 million.
True. Like I said, I mean, college is great for learning things and everything else. It's great for experiences, for sure. But at the end of the day, like Jeremy just said, you don't need college.
Most colleges today, you spend your you go to get a degree and you spend your entire life in debt working that job to pay off your degree. Or you could go to trades get into the trades and actually make good money. Or you could start something up as an entrepreneur yourself and you don't need a degree. Business is common sense. I mean, really, when you break it down, you don't spend more than you make. You have to be in the positive.
Why don't you tell me that,
like, a little bit of math,
years ago, bro?
A little bit of math, and you're good.
You don't
a little bit of math.
Make?
And probably don't try and open a turd sanctuary to try and get write-offs to get out of paying taxes. And another good life lesson is don't stalk people. That's another good one.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't need college for that.
Well, I don't know what you need for that, but somebody has a definite need.
I think you go to private investigating school or something to learn how to stalk people properly.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, at least if you go to school for it, they won't know you're stalking them. So there's that.
Man, I like the way you think.
Yeah, I mean,
Wouldn't you rather not know you're being stalked? Just be able to live your life and.
Oh, I want to live my life now, but Lynette broke the civil protection order yet again today.
Oh, yay!
So
good stalker. Yeah, I think Conky's right. A good stalker, you wouldn't even know you're getting stalked. So it's not even like you're being stalked by a stalker because you wouldn't even know because they're such a good stalker.
Yeah.
See, when you get these,
wouldn't that stalker then be called a ninja?
I think at that point, we call it a spy. A spy, maybe.
Depending on the type of pajamas they wear, maybe.
If they get those socks with just like 2 or 3 toes, then they're ninja.
Wouldn't that be a turtle then? A ninja turtle?
Mutant? Maybe. Teenage?
Teenage? Throwing that out there, man. I
think most of them are teenagers now.
That's true.
I'm just throwing that out there. I'm throwing it out there for everybody.
Don't eat the ooze, Jeremy. Don't eat the ooze.
Ugh.
Yeah, I went to Cedar Point Sunday.
How was that?
Windy. It was so windy, Conky, that a lot of their eyes are shut down because it was so windy. At first, I was like, man, this is really going to stink. But then there was a bunch of rides that were open in the back. So I got to go on some roller coasters. I got to go on bumper cars and went with the family. We had a good time. But I had shorts on and a T-shirt, and, man, freezing. And I'm not one of those people that get cold often, Conky.
You cold?
No, at Cedar Point on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
You were at Hartville?
Yeah, I was at Hartville. But I told Rob, let me know if you're going to Cedar Point. I want to go.
It was Monday, wasn't it? Monday was. Yeah, because I told him, I was like, hey, Jeremy, I'm going to Cedar Point. But he's like, oh, I'm at Hartville. I'm not going to be able to make it in time. But we didn't go till later in the day, and he was already at the Hartville.
Did you know Hartville was open on Monday?
Memorial Day, yeah. They're open on Mondays, aren't they?
Are they really?
I think they're open. Used to be Saturdays, Mondays, and Thursdays. And then they did Fridays for a while. I don't know if they're still open on Fridays.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, the Memorial Day weekend, were they real busy?
Not in the beginning.
Is that orange Jell-O?
Yep.
Are you eating that out of a dog bowl?
That's
yeah. It's my dog bowl.
Okay.
From a storage unit.
Speaking of storage units, did you hear what I said about next Saturday?
Paynesville?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was in Paynesville on the toilet trying to pinch it off while you're talking about Paynesville. That was kind of awkward.
Yeah, you're like, I'm in Paynesville. Oh.
The pain and the tingling, it's gone now, which is good.
That's good. I get some that sometimes, but I think it's just a pinched nerve.
I think mine is stress.
Yeah, I would say you have a stressful life with the stalkers and people breaking court orders and
the people I associate and affiliate with.
Yeah, Conky and me.
Affiliations?
My affiliations.
When Jeremy met Conky and me, he had a full hair, and then boom, look what happened.
He did.
His hair looked better than mine when he met us.
Yeah. Just go a couple years back, and I had more hair. It's all stress related.
Ever since you started hanging out with us, the stress level.
Jane Lord, I bought a brand new can of cashews yesterday.
I got a brand new can of cashews. You got a brand. Yeah, so
cashews.
yeah, we gotta go hit the pinball though. We gotta check out that place, see if they got Conky's General Lee.
Which flavor should I make next?
What flavors you got?
Dude, let me show you the best one.
Was that orange or tangerine?
Orange.
Colleen said, I was in Hartsville for my granddaughter's high school graduation this past weekend. The fog was horrible Sunday morning driving to Cleveland. There was foggy on. I remember on where the heck did I have to go on Sunday? I had to go through the fog. I'm trying to remember. I had to go out. I had an appointment somewhere or something.
I don't think I had to go anywhere.
Man, I'm trying to remember, Conky. Thank you
So
so
wait
much, Colleen.
This Saturday's Painesville.
This Saturday. Not this Saturday. Next Saturday.
Okay.
So everybody out there, if you want to see, well, maybe Conky's going to come. He's probably going to buy that Cordero, right? The Chrysler.
Not with those stupid looking rims on it.
Well, you could get new rims, Conky. You can't just because the rims are bad. I mean, you got.
If somebody put those stupid looking rims on that car, I have to wonder how else they neglected it. What you got there, Jeremy?
You guys know I can't cook. Like, I'm sure I could learn, but it's not an important thing to me in life. But since I have that hot water spigot, this Starburst Blue Raspberry, dang, is good.
Blue Raspberry Jell-O?
Starburst. Wait, what's Conky got?
I got a book on Jell-O, I guess. Classic recipes for Jell-O.
Did Noreen just bring that down?
She did.
Is there one with hot dogs and Jell-O for
hot dogs, Fruit Loops, and Jell-O right here?
Dang, Conky, you know how to live like a king.
Yep, Jell-O jigglers.
So here's what I found on accident. Okay, on accident, I've been putting half the amount of water that's needed, and then I did it right, and I was like, you know what? I actually like it with half the amount of water needed, which I'm basically making a Jell-O jiggler. I like it more firm than sloppy and all over the place. And so, I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about. A little firmness goes a long way. So
you want your Jell-O to jiggle, but not jiggle too much.
I want my Jell-O to have that nice firm jiggle, but not the
uncontrolled.
How was that, Jeremy?
I don't want the sloppy jiggle. So
what's the sloppy jiggle look like again?
Yeah, I don't want that. So, but so I've been making jigglers on accident, and I prefer it.
That sounds good. I do like.
Keep it together, man. Keep it together. Noreen isn't even next to you right now.
She's probably whispering something to Conky right now. She's probably
I like a nice firm jiggle. All I'm saying, I like a nice firm jiggle.
Conky's probably thinking about when him and Noreen did that Jell-O wrestling.
You know, I would not doubt it.
Yeah, you can microwave hot dogs.
Of course. Why else would we have a book on cooking Jell-O if we didn't do Jell-O wrestling around here?
He's got the book on Jell-O, man.
He wrote the book on Jell-O.
He's a professional Jell-O wrestler. Thank you.
Yeah, actually, we did.
Do you put canned fresh fruit in, Jeremy? Jeremy doesn't eat fruit or vegetables that I know of. He eats fruit in like candy form, like Starburst, Blue Raspberry.
I'm pretty sure Jeremy puts ketchup in Jell-O.
I'll have to. Jeremy, hold on.
He missed it. He's gone. He missed it.
Jeremy, you're missing, and they're making out. Hales.
What's Noreen doing? What did I just miss?
Never mind. Hang on. Let me see if I can fix my camera.
Oh my gosh! Whoa!
Oh!
The camera fogged up.
Watch that wiggle, see that jiggle, cool and fruity.
Oh,
snacky one.
Okay. All right, show's over.
Said, do you put canned or fresh fruit in your Jell-O?
No. Well, I can't claim that I've never put anything in the Jell-O, in the jiggle, but I don't reveal recipes like Conky writes books about it. So leave it to Noreen to take it up times 10 every time.
The question is, what firmness is the best for wrestling in, Conky?
Actually, pudding.
Oh, whoa!
Now wait a minute.
I'm not gonna ask vanilla or chocolate. We're just gonna move on.
The mental images.
Hey, Jeremy.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what you need with Jell-O?
Don't do it.
Whipped cream.
Yeah! Do it, Noreen. Do it.
No!
Do it, Noreen.
Stop! Don't do it.
Do it.
Don't waste that much whipped cream. No!
Save it for later,
No,
Noreen.
we need that for later.
Conky said save it for later.
Do it, Conky. Do it, Noreen. Conky's like, don't waste it.
Oh, man.
I want that tonight.
I got whipped cream all. Oh, gee.
That's not the first or last time that's going to happen, Conky.
Oh, it's nasty.
Oh, man.
So
man.
Jen says you need a personal chef since George isn't around. He has a
That's
personal
called
chef.
McDonald's. That is called McDonald's.
It's called McDonald's. It's called Jell-O.
Jell-O and McDonald's. Go get a couple McDoubles. Good to go. Good to go. There wouldn't be any food here for the personal chef to make because I don't really have anything at the house. It's just one. So why?
I told you, man, we can start the new channel. I could teach you how to cook.
We could do that. And Crafty Jen, remember, I don't let people on the property. This is because of Lynette and Crook. So it has affected me personally and probably for life, all the crap that they've done to me. And I am very, very protective of Hale's headquarters now, to the point where, we're very fortunate to have a police department that understands what to do for a living and to add, that layer of protection for us as well. And I truly, truly appreciate it. And we joke about a chef and things like that. And it's just something I would not even feel comfortable bringing another random stranger onto the property.
That's why you need to come, Me and
Jeremy,
Guapo come over there.
Did they get all those cop cars you bought them?
Yeah, I dropped those off at the police station, and then Mayor Dan texted me after the weekend, and he said, "Yeah, we got them. They're cool." So yeah, I got that flat for $20, man. Could you believe that with those diecast cop cars?
That was a pretty good deal.
That was a really good deal.
Box them for $20.
Killer deal.
Get $20, dude.
Yeah, $20. And I was like, oh, I already know. So I wanted to show in the video, they have an entire shelf lined with emergency vehicles, diecast just like those. And when I saw them, I'm like, oh my goodness, my local police department needs this. Not that they need it, but I was doing it anyway. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
And even if they threw them away, even if they didn't want them, I still was doing it. So which reminds me, I found something for Rob. I got to go grab it.
I got something for you, but it's in my car. I can go grab it now, but then should Conky be by himself?
It would just be me. I don't know who I talk to. I could
putting
try
this
to set
easier
up my other camera, I guess.
I made. But let me tell you something. When I was a kid, we used to cook the pudding and then pour it in the cups, and you get that skin on top of the pudding. You buy the pudding in a cup, it don't have that skin on it, man. Some people don't like the skin. I like the skin.
I don't like the skin.
True.
I love that pudding skin, man.
This came from a flat that I bought at the flea market. Anybody want to guess what it is?
I know what it is.
What is it?
Keychain.
I know exactly what it is.
Oh, it's Robert Robin. He's pretty cool. I don't have him, that's for sure.
And then he's 19. Probably not going to be able to tell here.
Oh, yeah, we can see it, actually.
89. 1989 DC. So that was in one of the flats from the flea market. I was like, all right, that's going to Rob.
So now I got to go grab the thing I got for you. Oh my gosh. Hold on.
I thought that, you know, to me, that's cool for Rob because he collects it.
I don't know why my camera's being so fuzzy tonight.
It is because you two keep fogging it up, man.
That must be it.
You two are always making out everywhere we go.
That has to be it. Yep.
So we kind of have this unwritten rule. I mean, it's not even an unwritten rule, but we all know what each other likes. And so we just kind of hold on to it for each other and then just give it to each other. Unless it's Guapo, he charges us triple. So Guapo will be like, hey, I got this for you. And he'll be like, it's going to cost you this much. And the rest of us are like, hey, just take this. Here, I found this. And knowing that the other person is probably going to pass something along as well. And so I found this and I was like, oh, Rob has to have this for his collection. And Applause made a lot of different toys. I thought that was a pretty cool Robin keychain. So I have it on the ledge waiting, knowing when I'll see Rob again to take that and give it to Rob.
Nice.
And then Rob will grab red lines for Conky. And Conky, I don't ever find red lines, man.
Well,
what's my problem?
I don't know. Maybe they run and hide from you or something. I don't know.
And if I ever find car parts, I just give them to Conky. He's like, you know, there's thousands of dollars. I'm like, yeah, I don't want it. Take it.
You remember that unit we were both bidding on? Actually, I started bidding on it, and then you sort of took over.
The KISS unit?
Worcester. You remember that?
Uh-oh, did I freeze or did you guys freeze?
You're frozen.
You're
The
not.
KISS unit out in Worcester.
Yeah.
How much money did you make on the car parts?
I'm trying to think. That was a long time ago.
It was.
I'm trying to think of what I sold out of that. I think I sold some of the smaller stuff and did all right. I still have some of the bigger moldings.
All right.
Oh.
Hales, you see this?
Oh, and all those rocks you gave me too.
Yeah, the rocks. So for remember when Lynette actually she told the federal court that I don't vote in Ohio?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess she was wrong.
Hmm.
I guess she was wrong. Boy, hate to be her.
So I found this, Hales, for you. This is from the house. Kid passed away, like I said, I think 30 years ago. His mom just passed away. I got the Thundercat stuff out of there. Some cool stuff. And then I found this.
Oh, yeah, flip book.
So I got this for you. Ghostbusters 2 flip book. And it appears to be unused.
Sweet, man.
So that's always the key because a lot of times people use the flip book. So this one's unused. So I figured that should at least give you a week of something to do.
Yeah, I might even make a whole video of just filling up that flip book, just coloring.
There's some cool stuff in here.
Did you know there's YouTube channels of just people eating? It's called like mukdak or some Korean word for just eating. And people watch people just eat meals.
I couldn't imagine watching somebody just sit there and eat, but okay.
Why are we making our lives so difficult when
Stop.
we could create channels just eating food?
Every week we watch Guapo eat. So.
You got me. You got me. You know what? Guapo could create a channel of just him eating and refusing French onion soup, and he still wouldn't put out a video every day.
You call this French onion soup? This is not even Spanish onion soup. Get out of here.
No soup for you.
No soup for you.
No soup.
Mukbang.
Yeah.
I was like a kid in that house, I tell you that. Jeff was like, the one point I'm on one of those big balls that you bounce up and down on. When you're a kid, I'm on that jumping around the house. He goes, Rob, I don't know about you. You're not right.
Well, you ain't right, man. You ain't right.
course I'm not right. I'm in this business. You know, the crazy things about this business. There's things that happen, things you see, things you do. You just never know.
And Rob was like, if this is wrong, I don't ever want to be right.
I don't want to be right. Like, what other job? It's like, okay, the other day I spent, this is all gold. It's all tangled. I spent an hour the other day trying to untangle, and I got 1 or 2 pieces out. But it's like, you know, some people love untangling jewelry. I hate untangling jewelry.
What other job do you find this much gold?
Right. I tell people, I mean, you go out there, some people pan all day long to find a little tiny
Little
pieces.
speck.
I'm over there, I find a ring, a necklace, bracelet.
I feel like I don't want to say did it wrong, but I feel like I went the long way around with the gold that I'm dealing with now. It's all like in electronics. It's not. I don't think I've ever found a gold ring or any like real expensive gold. But you know, I did get that one unit for $50 with, you know, like a couple $1,000 worth of scrap in it, about $1,000 in gold. But I feel like I did something right. I just wish I could find it all in one little ring or something. That'd be nice.
Conky, you got to buy if you're going to find it.
I got to get my building built before I buy. I can't buy anything now. It's just ridiculous.
How's the progression on getting it started?
I'm still trying to get the architect lined up.
You know, it would be cool if you do a time lapse of the whole thing being built.
If I hung a camera up on a tree or something and watched it, I could probably do that. I have to, I got to get the project started first.
You know, it's Conky's restoration. So start with the old building and it comes down and it goes full circle to the new building and you time lapse the whole thing. That would be a super cool video.
Well, I actually, after all is said and done, I'm actually building the new building before I tear down the old one now.
Oh, I thought you were putting it on the same spot.
No,
No, you're moving it back. You're moving it back.
Yeah,
because you were going to have to put it on the same spot and it'd be closer to the property line. I remember now.
Yeah.
And they gave you the variance.
Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't want to. I really didn't want to have to tear the old one down first because I didn't know what I was going to do with the stuff that was in there.
Well, you could build the first one, time lapse it, and then build the taking down of the original one, and then in your video editing, the original one comes down first, and then the new one goes up. That'd be a super cool video.
I could do that.
That'd be a super cool video to watch.
The funny part is, you know, the new one's going to go up. It's going to take, you know, weeks and weeks and weeks of playing around and you know, assembling it and all that. The old one, I think, is going to come down if I just bump into it with a truck or something. I just hit it and have it fall.
Yeah, that might.
Yeah, it's pretty rickety. It's not sturdy at all, which is, you know, one of the reasons why it's coming down.
That'd be cool to watch, though.
Yeah, but I mean, when I was trying to decide what building I was going to put up, just in my research, I wound up watching a lot of time-lapse builds, and they're always pretty neat.
What you should do is get a car and just drive it through the old building.
That would be awesome.
To demo it, man.
Just
And
demolition
demo
derby.
it and boom.
Just demo derby it, man. Go get some cheap car. My van, I'm about to get rid of my van. You can use that.
Why don't we just use your van?
Have Guapo drive it.
Then we can load the wood into the back of the van and haul it off.
Strap. Oh my goodness.
That would be hilarious. Yeah, but next Saturday, and right now he says he's got 9 units at Lake. He said the one guy owns 2 units, had the units for years, and he hasn't been able to get a hold of them for a couple months.
You know, I like Lake.
And, he said there's some really nice units right now. So we'll see. That's at Lake, because he told me he's got 9 units. And I'm like, man, you got 9 units all together? He goes, no, just at Lake. I'm like, oh, wow.
But that's not this Saturday. That's the following Saturday.
Next Saturday. But he's saying that some of these really good units, he has a good feeling that the people ain't coming. They ain't paying. Like I said, the one guy had the 2 units for years, and he hasn't heard from him for months.
Wow.
His phone's disconnected even.
What about the? Didn't those people buy a unit or a facility in Chardon?
They have one out there, but yeah, there's none in Chardon.
Nothing there.
If there's units in Chardon, they're going to be good units probably because man, they're always tough. Guapo might have an auction next Wednesday at 8:00. He might be on Auctions Anonymous. He might lots of things he might do. We don't know what Guapo will do.
It's hard telling.
I'm trying to think what's this Saturday. There was something I wanted to go to this Saturday.
There's like some toy show game thing at Medina or something?
Yeah, that's tomorrow. I'm looking right now. That's tomorrow. It's at Fandom on the square in Medina. And there's something Saturday. I can't remember what it is now. Maybe I put it in my calendar so I wouldn't forget. Let me see. And nope, I didn't put either in. Dang it. Crazy.
So the Medina thing is this Saturday?
It's this Friday. It's tomorrow.
It's this Friday?
I'll try and find the screenshot. Here, let me.
Yeah, I got too much to do. I can't go tomorrow. I could Saturday maybe.
Oh, here's the thing for Saturday. You want to see it?
Yeah.
There he goes.
Someone was like, "Yeah, Jeremy, he's on because he came on late, so he might be staying late." He did stay late.
Another 5 minutes.
I should have had him over. He should have came over for my daughter's birthday. Could have had some pizza and cake,
And Jell-O.
cupcakes.
There you go.
Yeah, it was so. Yeah, daughter's 16. That's crazy enough in itself. You got to put things in perspective because it's like, you know, my 10-year plan is what's that?
Did she get her temps yet?
Oh yeah, we've been driving.
How's she doing?
She's doing good.
Yeah.
She's got to learn it to do.
Is she driving the mighty Camaro or?
No, I got to pull that Camaro out of the garage and get that thing started up. I thought about just taking it to the one mechanic and just dropping it off there and let him go at it. Just have him go through the whole car.
That's the best thing to do. Just have him go over the brakes and the.
That's the main thing, like the brakes and stuff, just because, you know. So I took it to the one guy and he did a bunch of stuff to it when I first got it. And then I've just been sitting in my garage since.
Yep, sitting's not good for him.
So, yeah, it's the thing about the cars. You don't want them sitting. I don't know what to do. It's like, you know, I got to figure out a bunch of stuff right now. It's like I need another car. I need a new van or some kind of vehicle to haul stuff.
Yeah, your van's pretty rough.
Oh, well, the back doors are pretty much the point they don't open now because the stuff shipped up. You know, the shocks up through the bottom floor.
Yeah, that's never good.
No. Well, the best thing is Jeff. He said I had him drive the van the one day when I was working on the video. We had to drive like 2.5 hours to the one storage unit, and he had to drive back. And it rained, and my wipers don't work. But he said, you know, the best thing, he drove my van. He said it cured his hemorrhoids.
Oh, good.
He said he was sucked up so tight, holding that steering wheel the whole time. So it cured his hemorrhoids.
That'll do it, right?
Well, the best was he goes, what did he say to me? He goes, oh, my daughter, because the one day my daughter wanted to go to school. She goes, what car are we taking? I said, oh, the van. She goes, oh, can I drive? I'm like, you can't drive that van. I mean, the shocks are all messed up. You hit something that goes like you hit the brake, it pulls, only one brake works, so it goes to the left when you know what I'm saying, you hit the brake and stuff. So no, you can't drive it. And then Jeff goes to me, he goes, I thought you said your daughter was like an honor student and smart, and she wanted to drive your van. And then the next day, he's driving my van, and he goes, I made the comment the day before, and I'm over here thinking to myself, I'm driving your van. Like, I'm making fun of his daughter. I'm the idiot actually driving the death trap.
Yeah.
So, but hey, I bought it for $1,000 off Guapo. I put $200 into it, and I probably put 10,000 miles on it.
I'd say you got your money back.
Made a lot of money with that van.
Yep.
The thing is that I've had a lot of vehicles in my life. And there's certain vehicles, you know, that I've had, and there's certain vehicles I've had that ones I know I can count on, and ones you're always like wary of. You know what I'm talking about, Conky?
Oh yeah.
And there's a few vehicles I've had, and it's just like I just know because I travel large distances. Okay, like today I probably, you know, the last 2 days I can't even tell you how many miles I probably put on, like probably 400 miles in the last 2 days, going here, there, and everywhere. And you know, I just know the van. It sucks the van, but I know it gets me to A to B. I know it's going to get me there. It starts up, it runs. You know, what it needs to do, it does. So, and yeah, vans are expensive right now. Everything's expensive right now. That's the whole problem. It's like to go replace it. It's easier said than done. And the other thing is, I don't want to just go buy. You know, I don't know. It's like half of me says I should spend big money and get something really nice. And then the other half of me says, you know, I don't want anything really nice because it's just going to get destroyed anyways.
I would think that things are cheaper now just because a lot of repossessions going on. What was it? One night this week, we heard a ruckus outside. We've got a street light like near our driveway. We heard a ruckus outside, and I looked out the window, and they were repossessing somebody's car, and they towed it to the street light so they could see what they were doing, and they were putting the extra little wheels under the back wheels so they could tow it, you know, like back to where they were going. So one of my neighbors got their car repossessed. I don't know who, but you'd think that they'd be cheap now because the dealers can't sell them, nobody can afford them. So if you actually have money, you can buy one now.
Yeah, the thing is that a lot of people can't afford them, but they can afford the payments, the monthly payment, Conky. But I have heard that repossessions have gone up drastically, and that there's a bunch of cars sitting that, you know, on the repossessed. They're just on that cusp of people. So I've heard there's going to be a huge amount in the next like 12 months. So you might be right on that, Conky.
Yeah, you know, you're going to be able to pick up some cars pretty cheap here pretty soon.
Yeah, because I was looking at getting a passenger van. Because half of me wanted to get a van or a truck that I could pull my camper with, and I could just have like the 2 seats in the front and have an extra little bench seat or something, and then I could take that seat out and pack it full when I needed to, you know, but have something I could use for the camping. But then I'm like, maybe I should just take my Traverse, trade that thing in, get another car for that, and then go buy a van. You know, I don't know.
Won't your Traverse pull your camper?
Supposedly.
Well, try that. I would hate to use a work van, something you use for work, the way you use it for a camper van. You know, like going camping with the family. I would think that you would tear it up too much.
Yeah, correct. Perry, we good for the first year. Second year, probably no good. I figured if I could take the seat out, just put that seat somewhere, and then.
Well, what happened to the blue van you had?
It's still in my driveway.
Oh.
You know, I should take it somewhere and try to get it. It was leaking radiator fluid.
Oh, okay.
So the seal was bad. The one guy told me the seal's bad. Or the gasket or whatever. So I was just putting in water for the last when I was driving it last because it was taking like a gallon or so a day. You put antifreeze in that much, that costs a lot of money.
Yeah, well,
Water's not the best thing to put in.
if it sits over the winter with the water in it, it can break the motor.
Yeah, well, it didn't do that. But
So you gotta watch.
when I was driving it, all of a sudden it stopped, it stalled, and then wouldn't start again. And then I just left it there, and I got Guapo's van I bought off of him fixed, and I've been driving that.
Huh.
But the thing is, I was like, well, how much money do I want to put in a 1996 minivan?
I think that had any miles on it, did it?
No, it's got like 70-some thousand.
Yeah.
It was like brand new when I got it. I mean, literally.
Yeah, you tore that up fast.
I tore it up. But once again, I made a lot of money. Well, it's tough to pack a minivan, man. You're going to tear up your ceiling and stuff when you're packing them tight.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard on them. Well, I guess we should, it's 10:15. We should probably let these guys go and say goodnight to everybody.
So what you got going on this week, Conky?
This upcoming week?
This weekend, whatever?
I just have to get some work done around here. I've been working my crazy tail off here lately. I need to take a breath and do some of those things you hold off till summer because you want it to be nice out when you do stuff. I got to work on the house and everything else.
I'm with you. I got a whole list of stuff to get done. Like today, I didn't go to work till like 1 o'clock. I was here working on the pool because my daughter wants to swim tomorrow with her friends. And then I was spraying crap to kill all the stuff on my gravel. And
what? I got to do the same thing. What are you spraying on your gravel?
I bought that ground clear. It's called ground clear. It's by I think Ortho or something like that.
So you mix it in with water in the sprayer and just spray it?
That's the concentrate. It's like $30-some bucks. Somebody else started making something like it now too. It was like $6 more, but I used a ground clear before. It works pretty good. We'll see how this batch works.
I'm going to have to mow my driveway here pretty soon if it gets any worse.
Yeah, I got some spots. I'm like, I need to get more gravel, but I figured let me kill off all this stuff first, and then I got to order gravel, have that come in, and
yeah. Well, luckily, I've got the skid steer. I can go out and toss the gravel around if I have to, but I need more gravel too. I mean, I've got to put in the drainage in this place never was right, so I got to put in new drainage going down to the curb and bury all that, and then I can fix the driveway right.
You doing your auction this weekend or what?
We're having our show Saturday, but we're not doing any sale.
I heard my reverse auction didn't work too good.
Well, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. It's just we had a price in mind we wanted for the stuff, and it's not like it was a lot, but we thought, well, we'll try this reverse thing and see if we can drum up enough interest to get any competition going, shall we say. And it didn't really work out to our advantage. So we're just going to concentrate. Stuff's selling pretty good on eBay right now, compared to that. So we're just putting it on there. I still want to get my my online auctioneer's license so I can sell some stuff on high bid too. But that's a ways off.
Ways off.
Still working on it. I talked to.
How would you want to sell stuff on a hybrid?
Well, because I want to be able to sell some stuff that. The biggest pain in the butt about eBay is you don't really have control over your own sales. And I want to be able to sell stuff that wouldn't necessarily make sense to list on eBay, but would sell on high bid. Things that people can come pay. I've got a lot of big stuff around here that I just want to get rid of.
Yeah, I'm just saying that to me it sounds like you should be putting on a marketplace or something.
I don't know how to do that. I mean, I did it once, and it's just I don't even know where my Facebook is. It's around here somewhere. I got to find it.
I'm saying you get way bit higher money dollar probably than high bid, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how about I just hire Jeff to? I take this stuff to him and I give him a good percentage of what it sells for and let him do it.
It's a possibility.
I'll have to ask him about that when I see him at he'll be at Painesville, won't he?
He should be.
Next Saturday.
Well, like I said, it's pretty simple, Conky.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't have the kind of life right now where I can necessarily do that with Facebook.
What you need is you take one item, you put it up there, you put it up, and then just do the one at a time, man, and boom, knock it out. The biggest thing you want to get rid of first. Boom.
Yeah, it's just that
Price it to sell.
I don't have any problem with pricing it to sell. It's just that you've got to be. I've got a fairly flexible schedule, meaning I don't typically schedule my work day to where I have to get up in the morning and do anything specific that day. If I don't want to, I can move things around, but the selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace, the fear is, or the concern is that, that would like upset my schedule too much. And I'd probably just get pissed off if I had, when I go out and do my day job, I do pretty good for myself. I make pretty decent money at it. And I would be pissed off if, I gave up a day where I could make $1,000 to stay home so I could sell something for $200 to the guy, So that's my concern with it.
Understandable.
But I'm willing to try it again. Like I said, I got to figure out where my Facebook is, get it charged up, put something on there, and just see what happens.
Yeah, it took a minute for us to sell the trailer, but we sold it. Yeah.
How many people looked at it before somebody bought it?
No one looked at it.
What do you mean?
We had a lot of people contact us, but no one looked at it. Some other guy wanted it, and he wanted us to deliver it, and then he's like, "No, I really want it," but and they're like, "Well, come up here, look at the trailer, and pay us the money, and then we'll deliver it." And he's like, "Well, I can't do that, but just bring it. I really want it." And we're like, "We're not going to just bring it to your house, without getting paid." You know how that works, Conky.
Yeah.
Oh, this ain't what I thought, or this is wrong with it, Or the thing is that, okay, you say, okay, I got $1,000. Here's the price you agree on. And then it goes there, and then the guy's trying to knock you down because he figures, well, you're already there.
Yeah.
You brought it to him. It's like,
that's when you just get in your car and leave.
Yeah, and that's the whole issue. You tow a trailer over there, it's a whole problem. Then you got to tow it back, and what I'm saying. That's why we're like, you come meet us, you pay us the money, and then we'll go deliver it. And that guy, he didn't pan out, so we called the other guy up. So, but like I said, this weekend we got a pretty cool auction, some interesting things, lots of awesome tools, firearm stuff. There's outdoor stuff. There's a car, Lincoln, my business partner's car. So if you're looking for a car, option for you. It does run, drive. A couple little things wrong with it, but nothing major. And then next Saturday, high-end auction, some unbelievable stuff, some awesome antiques, collectibles. Crazy stuff next Saturday. I'm sorry, I think Saturday after that, is that the toy comic book video game auction? Might be. I don't know.
I like toys, comic books, and video games.
I figured you would, Conky. We got some nice stuff, and I have so much stuff. I was like, I'm going to put all this stuff in that auction. Like I got all those tractors. None of those are in there. Didn't even touch any of that stuff. It's still sitting up on the shelves.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
Diecast.
Yeah, all that diecast I got and pressed steel and stuff. So check out the auctions, ladies and gentlemen. If you've never checked them out, we ship all over the world. Everything starts at $1. And I tell people all the time, oh, you're going to start at $1. I don't know. I want to reserve or this and blah, blah, blah. I try to tell them, listen, first off, I've sold Bentleys, gold coins, firearms, antiques, Hot Wheel red lines, everything started at $1. Trust me. If it's worth more than $1, it's going to sell for more than $1. Right, Conky?
It will find its value.
It'll find its value. Conky's seen it many of times. He wanted a bid on stuff at my auctions, and then sometimes he gets it, and sometimes it goes for more than he wants to pay for it.
Yep.
But
a lot of times it goes for more than I want to pay.
And that's just the way it goes. But in the beginning of the week, it starts at $1.
Yep.
And everyone,
Well, you can speak to the psychology of that. When it starts at $1, everybody thinks they got a chance to buy it. So that drums up the interest. If you try to start something off at its top value, people are just going to look at it, well, I don't want it for that.
Yeah. Everyone wants this deal, like you just said, Conky.
Yeah.
And everyone thinks I'm going to get this for $1 or $5, and I'm going to go sell it for $1,000 or whatever. This is worth $500. It's at $2 at the auction right now. I'm going to spend $5 on it, and I'm going to go make hundreds of dollars, and then it goes for $350.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the way it works. But there's time. I tell people all the time, there's deals at every auction. My auctions, I've gone to. There's deals. Sotheby's auctions or Christie's auctions. Trust me, there's deals at every auction. You can find the deal. There's things that fly under the radar. There's things that just they don't fit the auction. So every auction, there's a deal. Every auction. I've been to a lot of different auctions, and not everything's going to go for a deal. Some things go for way more, but there's always some deals, just like storage units. Sometimes you go to a live storage unit auction, want to fall through the cracks, or online auctions, I've seen them fall through the cracks before. Because some days there might be 50, 60 units for sale, 70 units, 80 units, 100 units, whatever. Not everyone can look at every unit or every website that has units. This one has 50. This one has 200 units today. This one has 25. This one has 10. So, but like Conky said earlier, we've been on for a long time. And we do appreciate everyone checking us out. Don't forget Conky's Flippin' Adventures, 8 o'clock Saturday. If you guys haven't checked out his restoration videos, check those out. He's got some new ones coming, working on.
I'm hoping for, yeah.
He's hoping. And we got What the Hales. He's always got videos coming out. And he's got some crazy stuff going on. We're not going to talk about it. He talked about a little bit today, some crazy stuff. More crazy stuff going on. And then Guapo. Wednesdays, maybe. He might be doing auctions. I'm not sure. Guapo's trying to figure out what he wants to do.
Hard telling.
In the resale biz. And but we appreciate all you guys, and we're gonna say our little prayer here in a minute. You want to pray, Conky?
I'll let you do it this evening.
Alrighty. Lord, thank you for bringing us together in your name. We appreciate this awesome community that we have, and all these wonderful people just joining us tonight. Thank you so much for just giving us this opportunity to share what we love to do with others, and just trying to, bring positivity to the world, trying to help people, be better resellers, Lord. Thank you so much for giving me and blessing me with all these wonderful things, and, bless my daughter on this, birthday, 16 years old, and just everyone out there that has any special intentions, anybody that has a birthday or anniversaries or illnesses or people they know that are dealing with things or deaths or whatever is the issue, Lord, just listen to their prayers and help them in any way you see fit. And once again, we appreciate everything you have done for us. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you all once again. We appreciate every single one of you. And, I got some good videos coming out. I bought this one unit, so we'll see. I think 2 videos from that unit. So it'll be a Friday, Saturday. And, man, who knows what craziness is going to happen from now until next week. I got a couple of states to look at. And I tell people all the time, my next phone call could be $1 million phone call. I just never know who's going to be on that line, what they have to sell, what they want to sell. from their parents' estates to a business factory. Who knows? So that's what I love about my job. Never know what we're going to see. Never know what we're going to do. And appreciate all you guys following my crazy adventures and Conky's crazy adventures. And until next Thursday, until we meet again, anything you want to say, Conky?
Good night, everybody. See you next week on same time, same channel.
Auctions Anonymous next Thursday. And in the meantime, I'll have a bunch of videos coming out for you guys. Who knows what I'll find next. Appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful evening.